everybody, welcome back to the ESL King of the Hill here in Burbank, California. I'm Sajam, this is...
Hey, I'm Ultra David. So the players have gotten set up. They're about ready to go. I thought that was an interesting conversation. They are, two players who are on relatively new to fighting games. They haven't been around for as long as many other people have. But I think that that's awesome, and I really like that we're able to highlight that kind of a matchup between people who are keeping the scene alive and moving this forward. Right,
and as we mentioned, this rivalry is really old. It's been going on for a long time, but it's cool to see newer players and newer people representing it, right? Who are newer to the scene, as we mentioned. It's really cool just to see these guys throwing out against each other, especially in a long set, and then a chance to play K-Rad after in a longer set, which is something we rarely see in fighting games in general, right? Is just longer, more interesting sets, especially between different players in the U.S.
Look, one of the best things about a fighting game, both on the playing side and on the watching side, is seeing the adaptations. Right? Seeing somebody come in with an idea, with a strategy, realizing maybe this is not the right call, and trying to adapt to whatever it is the opponent's doing. You see the series of counter-adaptations, and I think that that's one of the most fun and interesting and strategic parts to a fighting game. Typically, you don't get to see that in a tournament setting very well. In a match that's 2 games, 3 games long.
It can happen so quickly.
Right. It can just feel like it's over. But in this kind of a situation, no, you have time to make those changes. And if you're going to win, oftentimes you need to make those changes.
Right, and if you guys are at home, what you need to do is head over to twitch.tv/UltraChenTV, which of course will be going on after this at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight. We'll be doing a show talking about all things fighting games, including Street Fighter, as well as this set. And we'll be heading, and talking about all kinds of different things fighting game related, as I mentioned, news, community, the results of this, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys are even slightly interested in fighting games, we are pretty much one of the only shows left on Tuesdays. So we're your only option, but it's a good option. Definitely check out the Ultra Chen show tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah, we're a benevolent monopoly. It's all right.
But not even by choice. It's like it's just sort of everybody else.
That's how everything fell.
Yeah.
Exactly right. And also thanks to, as you can see, Addis, for providing the monitors for this, Zowie by BenQ monitors. So they are, if you're curious about the situation, Addis is the distributor for monitors, Zowie monitors that are made by BenQ.
Boom. Hit them all.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's the monitors they're playing on here as they're doing head-to-head. So there's 2 monitors there that you guys can see. But it's going to be a long set between Oliver Queen, No Respect. An interesting matchup, one that we've seen quite a few times, especially near the start of the year.
In terms of the character matchup.
In terms of the character matchup. And, they're playing on a couple of different sticks here, but what they're fighting for is a chance to win one of these amazing controller Chaos sticks. They have a custom stick that they're going to be doing for you guys, of course, and they have a Twitter giveaway that you guys can do. This is all presented by Controller Chaos, who is putting this all together and helping out. So the King of the Hill wins a custom arcade stick, and we're going to get a chance to see that in just a second. In between our lovely faces, you can see that the ESL custom Controller Chaos stick is right here. It looks really great. It's a pretty minimal design, and it looks great.
I like it a lot. Yeah, I think it's a really cool look. Cool color scheme, too.
Yeah, and so the people who have already won King of the Hill already have one of these sticks. They'll be winning one of these sticks. And you people at home, if you guys are following Controller Chaos as well as ESL SF, you get a chance to win on Twitter. So definitely give them a follow if you are so inclined on social media. And we're about to hop into the match, this first of 10 between Southern California's Oliver Queen, Northern California, No Respect.
Yeah, there they are. No Respect on the left, Oliver Queen on the right. So we're expecting Nash for No Respect. We're expecting Ryu for Oliver Queen.
Yeah.
And like you said, this was a match that that we saw a lot of in the earlier part of the game's life. The game has been out now for about 3/4 of a year. And at this point, a lot of people are moving away from Nash.
Right.
Even some of the people who did the best with him, thinking of Infiltration, for example, who won EVO on the back of Nash, and other majors too. And now we see him switching to Rashid and Boxer, and who knows what else he has planned.
He played Vega against Vega.
Right, exactly. And we're not really seeing quite the same success. It's really just Bonchan who's keeping that character moving forward.
Right.
So we're not seeing as much of the Ryu versus Nash matchup. But I really like where both characters are. Nash seemed like he was one of the easier characters to use and do well with earlier in the game's life. And now I think we're getting to a point where, that sort of basic Nash gameplay is not really as successful as it was. You need to really have everything optimized, space control, combos, all that sort of stuff. We see Bonchan do that, but it's not easy to do. So this is going to be No Respect, who has lined up on the right side, and Oliver Queen playing Ryu on the left.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, this is a matchup we've seen a lot of. Despite Nash maybe dropping off in popularity, this is a character that he has fought pretty well throughout the year. I think Nash's record against Ryu is pretty strong, mostly because there's just this space on screen where Nash is so comfortable. Yeah, and not only that, the V skill to absorb Fireball, very effective to keep Ryu away. And you can see all these spacing tools that will keep Ryu out, right? The medium kick scythe, and just the dashing, the moving. One thing that I like, oh, there's a big jump. One thing I like from Oliver Queen already is when he has been knocked down, he did not back roll.
Oh, really? Look at that. There was absolutely no pressure right there. That was NORESPECT just giving some time. Again, NORESPECT lined up on the right side.
Yeah, right side of the screen there. Of course, Oliver Queen player 1. Throw loop does not work out because of the V trigger. But yeah, as I mentioned, I really like that Oliver didn't back roll the first time he was knocked
that was a
down.
really cool idea. Well, he didn't get the combo out of it, but I like that idea to follow in as Ryu was jumping.
Oh, with a big sweep.
Look at these sweeps. Well, he's had a few of those at that exact range. I don't see Nash has used that terribly often there. It's not a safe option, but he's been controlling screen with it.
Yeah,
and with step kick, he ends up getting it.
Yeah,
so
that's a good way.
I don't want to make it seem like I think Nash has become a bad character. I think that the Nash gameplay that worked earlier in the game's life is just not as effective now, and so there needs to be some changes. But he certainly is capable of making those changes.
Oh yeah, 100%. And you know, it's one of those things where the character was very simple to figure out overall.
Right.
So I think that's just where that idea has come from, right? Other characters, man, what a parry, yeah. You just knew that there was going to be buttons. Oh, spend V trigger, but the wrong way it looked like.
Oh, he's still holding down, I guess.
Yeah. And now it seems like Oliver having a tough time making his way in, really. He cannot find the openings to get into this Nash defense. Another scythe, man. Throw will do it, and that's the first game to NORESPECT so quick. He did a really good job of moving in there behind the booms and just making it work. I feel like he always took up space where Oliver wanted to be, and Oliver couldn't find, you know, those important knockdowns and cage Nash like he needs to. Now we'll see the second game. That was pretty quick on the first game. I like that what you mentioned. There was a couple of crush counter sweeps and no knockdown pressure off of it.
Right, he's really been trying these sweeps a lot. It's not something I see a lot of Nashes do at that range, but it had, at least in that first game, caught Oliver off guard. That's one of the things that I was talking about with respect to adaptation. We need to see the counter to that. You know, either Oliver has to not be there, or he has to look for more parries, which he's already brought out, or jump at that time. There are all these options. In the meantime, pressure from NORESPECT trying to gain control, looking for sweep again.
Yeah, now he's in there on this knockdown. Oh, he was looking. That was V-reversal. Yeah, the boom. That'll happen.
You see wake up fireball, you know what it is.
Ooh, I like the pressure attempt. Yeah, and the low works. It really seems like Oliver's getting crowded up close, and not only that, but he just never makes it in. It's interesting that he really hasn't capitalized on pressure so far. He does look for that roundhouse a lot as Ryu. It's one thing he looks to crush counter people with. I like hit confirm on the Fierce. Oh yeah, big roundhouse, but nothing out of it. Oliver finally found that roundhouse he's been fishing for the whole time, but didn't convert.
That movement was perfect. Really? Okay, so there's a range where that sweep is not punishable by Ryu sweep?
Yeah, he must have to maybe like kick. It's
right,
probably
yeah, maybe stand short, yeah.
Oh yeah, he got him.
Oh, he can seal it if he wants to. He doesn't spend everything. Okay. We'll see if NORESPECT can make a comeback.
Walk down and yeah. I like that he frame trapped them and he counter hit him there. And that made NORESPECT sort of freeze up and stop hitting buttons. And because of that, Oliver got the overhead. Oh, in the front. What a defense by Oliver not to hit buttons in that scenario. Okay, lands a sweep of his own. I like that he's pressing a lot more. He blocked that sweep, and instead of, trying to whip punish or punish it on block, he just went in, right? He just moved in.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. That was so smartly done.
Gets
NORESPECT now, yeah, getting some good damage, some good movement, some good screen control. One hit away from stun and the round. Okay, yeah, gonna turn it into plus frame for himself. Gets out.
In the
very cautious. Didn't want to take any big bets on that. Here's the pressure now from Oliver Queen, who can definitely still take this.
Throw loops, yeah. Still got pressure.
Look at all this. Okay, there it is.
Oh, he got
the hit, really? I'm surprised that that's not what Oliver was looking for.
Yeah, and maybe he was looking for it, but teleport in the front.
Could be.
Instead of behind, right? Because he uppercut that front teleport just the other time, and so I gotta think maybe he was looking for that, and that was what the miss was about. But that's 2 games to NORESPECT, who has done a good job of showing how this matchup usually goes. Right? It's a lot of Ryu chasing and trying to make stuff happen, and then Nash has got to be slippery once he gets locked down. Oh, the whip. Yeah, counter hit combo from Oliver. And no pressure. Yeah, there's been a few times where NORESPECT is
really sweep again. What a range for that. That was genius. I love it. Yep. Reaction was there. The parry, he escaped it. That's a lot of resources to spend, but you got to make yourself safe.
Another parry. Oh, walk down. Yeah, you can't combo that.
Unsafe range.
Chase down, but yeah, not a punish. The sweep again.
There it is.
Yeah.
So oftentimes at that range, we see Nash use different tools. Crouching medium kick is a common one, but he doesn't have the best options at that exact spot. So that's why I'm surprised to see so many sweeps come out. It's a riskier option. Wow, okay. Oliver Queen's getting the handle on it.
Yeah, I think he's sort of figured out that walking up into that range of blocking to handle the sweep. Jump over, I think trying to regain corner positioning, but gets thrown.
Really?
Oh, yeah, what a read. Teleport in front. Yeah,
Super?
He switched
Yeah,
up,
he does.
He switched up the teleports to front and behind so often that I'm not sure if Oliver's ready for which way. Maybe a universal option like Crouching Fierce would be better. I like Throw Tech OS from Oliver.
Okay, so just looking to activate. Got it now.
Out of range.
It's working really well for NORESPECT.
Gotta imagine you could just reversal critical art that.
Oh, I'm sure.
No cancel into CA. Oh, no
Oh,
uppercut.
really? The hit? The hit. Spends EX. I don't know if he had to, but do what's comfortable.
Yeah.
Take the round for you.
Didn't, but in that moment, you just feel like this round is mine. I've stolen it, and now I'm gonna commit. So,
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, potential 3-0 lead for NORESPECT here.
Remember last time they played, he got 3-0'd by
Yeah.
Oliver Queen. So this is a big switch up right now. Oh,
What a
look
parry.
at
Does not commit any resources again. His walk down pressure. He looked for the frame trap, doesn't work, but still big life lead for Oliver. EX, just in case it was a little shallow.
So there's the more universal option of stand jab. Did trade, but he got something there.
Oh, close to death. One more will do it. I like the non-cancel of Fireball. Two in the overhead.
Parry. Wow. Okay. We've seen Oliver Queen end a couple with the overhead. The first one, though, it was a counter hit. I think there was something that was coming out of NORESPECT at the time, but it did work. So now 2-1.
Yeah, and there's the lead. You know, Oliver cleaned it up there. I think that the pressure was better. There was a bit more caging Nash. But also he made it in much easier, and he got rid of the sweeps. The sweeps were not as big of a problem. Crushed. He gets set up. Oh yeah, the walk down. So there's been buttons from NORESPECT in that scenario a couple of times. I like that he just stuck to the simple frame trap stun.
Dang. Really turned it on here.
Yeah, gets Tatsu for setup.
Stuff, yes.
Oh,
I like
again.
it. Very good. Very good work.
Nice part about that throw bait that he used there, that Fierce, it's hit confirmable. So if you see that they did tech, you just hit the heavy kick after. It's a target combo, so good way to do it.
What a start. Roundhouse from that range. That's a big call out.
Empty low.
All the mix-ups are working out well. He's won. Well, okay. NORESPECT trying to get away.
Oh,
no!
Oh, no! Drop again. Yeah, lots of them. Gotta wonder. I think Oliver's was, you know, supposed to be Fireball, and he got the uppercut from the walk forward.
Yeah.
Oh, crushed, yeah. And you see, there's rarely been, yeah, that mix-up has come a couple of times now. Just the throw bait afterwards.
But just into the chain.
Right.
Wow, again, sweep at that spot. Oh, this could be big.
Yeah, spends it.
Looks like he got it. Yeah, there it is.
And that's 2-2.
You can tell if it's going to be enough. Look at the 2 on the top left there.
Yeah.
If it goes away, then it's not a combo anymore.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, he got the combo.
And that means he's dead.
And that means that he won the round.
Yeah. No matter what. Just check it out up there. But yeah, I like that little combo from Oliver converting the medium kick into the roundhouse.
Yeah.
Critical art, that was good knowledge of spacing and what his available options were. But yeah, that's 2 apiece. I think Oliver has really solved his approach. And now it's about NORESPECT, maybe changing things up. And whether that's more offense or just different options on defense, he's got to go with something else.
Seeing a little bit of a different movement here, but then just at that time, Oliver Queen read the jump.
Yeah, the roundhouse
He's really
so
fishing
often.
for this. Yeah, it's becoming a huge part of his game.
Oh, the duck from Oliver Queen at the end. You saw maybe uppercut, you just didn't get it in time. A few fireballs and then movement from Oliver Queen.
Taking up some spots. So this is where I'm more accustomed to seeing Nash fight this matchup from a little bit further away where he can react to things better and set things up better. This is not where NORESPECT was playing at the start. He was playing at that sweep range a lot.
Good defense not to get hit by the roundhouse. Oh yeah, air to air. One more will do it.
Oliver Queen's really figuring things out at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really starting to dissuade NORESPECT from playing the game plan that he came in with, which did well to start, right? 2 games. But in the last couple of games, Oliver Queen has solved a lot of that.
Interesting parry, yeah. Okay, punish. I think he just sees the air movement and, you know, if it's moonsault or jump, he's going to parry. And he's found another punish at that range too with the medium kick. Yeah, Oliver Queen seems to be understanding a lot of the options he can go to now.
And again, that's one of the cool things about playing a first to 10. You have time to figure things out. If you don't know what the punish is immediately, you have some more time to try it out. Dash in this time. I'm sure that's not a safe option, but I like the idea. Give yourself a lot of time to make things happen.
And you know, Oliver's really, okay, spends the meter to close it. Oliver's really brute forcing now. He's really trying to force the issue to make stuff happen. I think because of that, he kind of gave that round up a lot of damage he lost. But, you know, if that's in the sake of learning how your opponent's going to keep you out and you can now go to a different option, then it's probably worth it. Especially all those resources coming in from Nash. That was great.
I love that. Very smart idea. Oliver Queen now going for the pressure. He has always gone in. Oh, crushes it.
And that time it worked. He's gone to that mix-up a few times. Close to stun.
Saves the bar. Anything can do it now.
Same thing. He's walked down and trying to throw. He's been out of range a couple of times.
It's nice that NORESPECT has been able to get away, but we haven't seen the damage. We haven't seen the setups come from him. That should be it. No, didn't get the super afterward. Just a miss. Now a chance for NORESPECT.
Yeah, Oliver got it. You see him slowing down a little bit, right?
Oh, he got the jump in. I really think that's what he was looking for.
Yeah, it was anti-air jab from Oliver, but he got stuffed. Got to be chased. Man, cannot punish this V reversal. He's missed it a few times.
There's the jab. That's what he wanted before. Interrupted now. The overhead does not seal it. NORESPECT still making this happen.
Parry.
Oh!
Not instead of uppercut. He's close to chip range, but he spends the bar.
Oh, no super to chill. Wow. EX. Okay.
It's like he did that reversal there, expecting maybe counter poke or backdash. It would have chased backdash also, right? And even if blocked, you know, he would have been able to follow in behind it. But it caught a button, so that works out for Oliver.
Oh, man. All right. So it is, by the way, a little chilly in here.
Yeah.
A little chilly today. And they have heated up.
Yeah, both of them have shedded
simultaneous. I'm kind of sad for Oliver Queen, though. He had an LA jacket on, like we were saying. He's a transplant. I like that he's adopting his home. It's good. It's good to see.
Oh, yeah. He gets Tatsu knockdown, medium kick Tatsu for maximum carry.
Very early spend on that V reversal.
Yeah, the whiff into the sweep. I think he you know, when he whiffs something, he just looks that there's going to be movement after from Oliver. That's what the sweep is about.
Oliver Queen's doing a really good job of just being a wall. You know, he moves forward a lot. Wow, okay, nice read on that by NORESPECT. But you see the way that Oliver Queen approaches, it's not in the way of a lot of risks. He's just kind of walking forward. He's looking for anti-airs. He's looking for air-to-airs. And we haven't really seen...
Wow, he got him again. Same thing.
Yeah. Oliver Queen able to move forward.
Yeah, you see, I like that Oliver backed up. You see, he gave up that little bit of space just to cage Nash into the corner a bit better.
Knew exactly what he was looking for.
Yeah, that was a much better job by Oliver. Good check after. And the walk down, yeah, he's really catching a lot of these straight buttons. And you're right about the wall. Yeah, really not letting Nash get out a lot of the times. The V reversal's been a consistent way out, though. Oliver moving forwards. Oh, yeah, the roundhouse gets intercepted. That's a button that he's gone to so many times now. I feel like you got to stop it if you're NORESPECT. You got to shut it down.
He has to continue controlling this corner. He's been forced to chase so often. He's had so few cornering opportunities. This has got to be something he really capitalizes on.
Big block. And good defense, too. Yeah, stay patient.
He did mention us. He feels like he needs to play patiently.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's... Okay, saves the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Big again. Will he go for it? Yes.
He's done so.
Should be. He is.
It's another game for Oliver, just like that, right? I mean, that's the danger of Ryu. He gets that one big crush counter, and suddenly you're eating a nice chunk. Oh, look at this. There's maybe some notes or something to remind himself on the phone.
Like he said, he did need to play patiently, and I don't really feel like that's how he's playing. I see a lot of scrambling. I see a lot of running. I don't see a lot of picking a spot and fighting for it that well. He's making some guesses on when he thinks Oliver Queen is going to jump in, when he thinks Oliver Queen is going to, you know, walk forward or parry or whatever, and those are okay. But from this range right here, I just don't see that kind of active control. I see a lot of jumping. I see a lot of...
oh, wow, man. Okay. What a read.
That was just a good read by Oliver Queen. Didn't expect the hit.
Yeah, he was just looking for frame trap after a throw bait. Gets out, but he doesn't gain corner positioning. And as you mentioned, I feel like Oliver is being more of a wall in a lot of these scenarios than NORESPECT.
Absolutely.
Which is not, you know, usually how this matchup will go.
Yeah, as Nash, certainly you want to try to control the space. You want to prevent Ryu from walking around. You want to have control of the screen, and instead, it's really felt like Oliver Queen, especially in the last couple of games, has had all those things.
Yeah, parrying to build the V gauge. And look, yeah, he walked him all the way to the corner so quickly with, you know, very little damage taken. Another throw, yeah. You're in a bad spot here. You know, it was the meaty and then the walk-up throw again. And yeah, Oliver really just controlling there. He didn't give him a chance to V-reversal. Throwing means that he cannot V-reversal out of the corner. And if you know your opponent's looking for that, then that's a great option to go to.
And NORESPECT has shown that he's looking for that a lot. Even at the start of rounds, as soon as he has a bar of V-meter, he's spent it very early.
Yeah, and if you know he wants to be reversal, you just don't give him the block. You don't allow that to happen. Crushed, gets the setup here. And yeah, that is the V reversal.
Jumping in, he's got to listen to his own advice. That's not easy to do, and it's not easy to, even in the moment, remember what the advice to yourself was. But a huge part of this is that he has moved forward at inopportune times and has not really had the kind of defense that he needs to have.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I like that. I like the whip moonsault a lot.
We've seen that a couple of times. I like that. I think that's smart. And that's one of the things I mentioned when he is making those interesting guesses against parries. That's nice, but that's still him moving forward. It's not him controlling. You know, we don't see that kind of ice skates movement that we see from some Nashes. We don't see a lot of the anti-airs. Okay, this is a great sequence. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Oliver just kind of gave that sweep away. He still had lots of resources that he could have committed to the round. Now both with full critical art.
Oliver just moving forward. What's the control there from No Respect? He moved backwards and jumped.
Yeah, the jump's not going to get the job done. Okay, so he did give him the V reversal opportunity, and that's what he's looking for. Counter sweep.
I almost wonder if Oliver Queen doesn't mind that much to let his opponent spend V reversal. He's just been able to corner so consistently. Does it matter that much? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be an issue, right? Okay, this is a great round for No Respect so far. Really clipping Oliver in some impatience.
Oh!
Could have juggled.
Yep, I think he might have tried.
Jump in.
Forward,
yeah, he gave it up.
Just like that. All of a sudden, bad news. That V reversal that turned out as Crouching Fierce
definitely
was lucky.
I'm with you there. Definitely feel like that was one of those V reversals gone awry, and he converted off it, which is great. So pretty close set so far, 4-3. It feels like at the start, right, No Respect really had control in what he wanted to do, and now Oliver has adjusted. And you mentioned that, you know, one of the great things about long sets is that there's counter adjustments back and forth. We're sort of, you know, starting to see maybe the start of that. There's that V reversal out again, and you got to wonder when Oliver would just got to throw, so that he cannot V reversal over and over.
He did have that one series of doing it, but yeah, I think that's something he does more often.
Oh, drop. This will be a big punish. Spent some resources even, but does not lose the corner positioning. Oh, yeah.
Huh. Okay, well. Sets up a little mix-up for himself. I like that idea against the parry, just not quite in range.
Okay, this time the big uppercut challenge, and that'll do it. Yeah, so many overheads at the end of rounds have worked out.
Is that the first wake-up uppercut? I think that might have been.
I think you're right, yeah. I think one of the first times he's gone to it. He's seen that scenario so many times, I think he just felt like he knew what was coming. Frame trap?
It's not uncommon to see more of that as sets go on, as people believe that they have better understandings of their opponent.
Right. Yeah, and Oliver did not do it that often at the start of the set, which is interesting. Sending the message that he's not going to do it. Oh, look at parry again. There's been so many parry attempts from Oliver. It's really an interesting style.
Oh,
okay.
That could have been big. Just mistimed a little bit. Again, the sweep into what?
Yeah, this time the block.
Could seal it if he wants to. Oh, okay.
Yeah, one bar committed.
Just trying to fish for that one last hit. Oh, okay, that was a safe spot.
And Oliver still has a lot of resources, right? This V gauge. Okay, there's the tech. And he just dashed and got clipped, yeah.
Just expected maybe a backdash out of No Respect there? I don't know. There have been enough sweeps at that spot at that time that I think was a reasonable option for No Respect.
Now the walk down pressure again. And yeah, always the counter poke at that range. Oliver has just got to hit a button that will connect. Oh, crushed again. Stunned too. He's going to have big damage on this.
Probably save the meter move, just go for a setup. Yes, that's what he does.
Oh,
again, that hits. That has hit so many times.
The V trigger is what it was.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a jerk.
Okay, well.
Okay, saved it anyway. I love it. I love it. Very, very cute.
Can't believe the roundhouse whip there, but, you know, good way to convert anyway from Oliver Queen.
That V trigger does have a vulnerable frame as Nash starts it up, so it's not a free escape. You have to find the right moment to do it, but with that setup by Ryu, it's a pretty guaranteed setup. I mean, I guess you could go for the alternative of empty jump low, maybe you escape there,
right?
You know, something like that.
But Ryu didn't come there.
Yeah.
Crushed, he gets the setup again. That's why he's ending in that Tatsu combo. You get the light kick Tatsu, and if you back roll, Ryu's actually going to have more advantage off that jump heavy kick. And there's been back roll pretty much every time from No Respect. You can see it, yeah, back roll again in every knockdown. And if you block, you know, you get hit by that light kick Tatsu, you might want to quick rise occasionally just to throw off the timing.
Oh, I love that jab. That's somebody who understands his opponent's options.
The jump over, yeah, that allows No Respect to escape.
What's the setup? What's the control? No Respect.
Oh,
Sweep again!
Yeah, he just waited to see if there's a button every time and just did the sweep. And Oliver has allowed it to happen. Oh, he could have finished the target combo. Yeah, looking for the counter poke again. The dash up works.
There have been a lot of techs there, but not this time.
Oh, this time the check?
Really?
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure that was supposed to have been a combo, but I really like that he reacted with jab.
Yeah, instead of just teching like he's done a few times, this time there was actually a real interrupt, even if it didn't lead to a real combo.
Ooh!
The walk back out of range. Yeah.
Okay, so we're seeing Oliver Queen get some more reactions to these dash forwards.
And I think,
huge part of his game plan.
Yeah, just more understanding of like what his movement is in neutral, which is important as Nash. And you see him walk up block just in case there was sweep, but there wasn't that time.
There was no anti-air. Now NORESPECT cornered, and he's out of there. But again, the question is, to what end?
Yeah, I mean, he just gives up the damage there too. There's got to be more control, as you mentioned.
Ooh, very cute.
He's gonna spend it. All right. You know, even despite this, I think you're right about there needing to be more control from NORESPECT. There's really not enough of a reason for Oliver to be worried.
Oh,
yeah, throw tech OS.
You know, his meaty pressure has been so light in many of these situations. I understand being worried. Ooh, okay. But that's it. Sometimes you have to go in. Sometimes you got to try to make stuff work. A delayed semi-meaty, you know, that could have been a big...
Oh, we got it.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, just going to go right into it.
So that's Oliver Queen just pressing that button, and then immediately after pressing Fierce Roundhouse, if the opponent runs into the button, yay!
Yep, got him.
Everything works out, and if not, then there's really no cost.
Yeah, and that down medium punch from Ryu, and a really strong counter poke, right? So it's going just fine for him so far. I think really, you know, it's on NORESPECT to figure out a different way to control. And as you mentioned, I feel like it's really not been an issue for Oliver. Like, he just kind of walks into the range he wants to be in. Oh, trade sweep. And NORESPECT, yeah, I feel like he's not doing a good enough job of slowing him down. Oh, missed setup from Oliver. I'd like to see just more booms and anti-airs. I'd like it to be more simple and a little less movement, maybe. Because, you know, oftentimes I feel like Nash players... drop. Nash players feel like they have to move a lot, but I feel like maybe in, you know, this is one of the matchups where not quite as much.
Earlier in the game's life, he was played a very, very movement-heavy style, but now when you watch somebody like Boneshine play, it's not really that. It's more offensive, deliberate stuff.
You just see him hanging out that range, looking for sweep.
Okay, I like that bait. I thought that was nice.
And backing up, he doesn't pressure, as you mentioned. He always keeps it pretty light.
Very consistently, he's moving away.
Oh, the whip throw sweep, and it worked. Oliver down now. He does not have the V gauge.
Hey, okay, it worked out this time. So those dash forwards have been good. And, you know, to be fair, it wasn't just the dashing there. He had some nice scythe timings so that Oliver Queen, you know, couldn't just react to something moving forward. I think it was into a grab.
No anti-air. Yeah, you got to hit that down medium punch. Or the X scythe.
Couple options, sure.
Counter. We'll see. Empty low. Yeah, and he threw it. Looked like a down
Throw.
fierce.
Oh, okay.
Stun, yeah.
It's going to almost build super. Does build super, in fact.
Doesn't spend it.
Oh!
And again. Yeah, that has worked a couple of times. And I like that he's not using that too often. Like, that Tatsu didn't come out until, what, the 8th or 9th game, and then now he uses it again. Just letting that option come out later in the set, it's a good idea to just hold on to something like that. And there have been a lot of throw techs defensively from NORESPECT. I don't think we're seeing him do OS throw tech. It's just been a lot of regular.
I think you're right.
Yeah, like kick Tatsu didn't combo there. He would have had to do the medium.
He sticks a boom out a lot of the times after a knockdown. That just doesn't lead to much. You know, it doesn't prevent movement from Oliver Queen. It doesn't result in damage. Just a way to, you know, make the opponent busy for just a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, very light.
Yeah, it's got to be something. You gotta
that's killing him. I really feel like that's a big part of this. Sure, some situations you lose out on, but over time, if you're not going to play that game at all, you're giving up a bunch of potential damage.
The counter poke. Oh, big jump. Yeah, one hit is going to do it. Oliver's got tons of resources. Oh, yeah, he got autocorrect fireball instead of uppercut. Oh, the chip. Yeah, he got him.
You know, I'm kind of surprised to not have seen a wake up super from Oliver Queen.
Yeah, wake up uppercut super, right?
Yeah.
It was just slightly, he kind of walked back and gave us space because he hasn't been pressuring that much. And then the scythe.
Yeah, I mean, you know, clearly Oliver understood this is a potential chip situation. Should I Dragon Punch or not?
Right.
That's it. He didn't do it.
Yeah, he just gave up enough space to make him believe. Now 6-4. Oliver's still in the lead in the set. Oh, whip punish, yeah. And he got a big sweep out of it, too. That's a big button to hit. Whip punish now from NORESPECT. A huge jump. I feel like there hasn't been... Oh, anti-air too. Yeah, no V gauge to escape. One more for stun.
Let him out. Stun goes away.
Yeah, I feel like there's been too many normals in the corner from Oliver that have all been V reversals. I'd like to see him realize that and just maybe throw a bit more, mix it up.
That fireball right there. What an understanding of when his opponent wanted to stop throwing booms.
Fishing with that roundhouse again. That's been a big button that he's hit.
So there's pestering going on from NORESPECT, but it's not in a way that leads to much damage. It's not in a way that leads to much control.
I think that option, V reversal, has been too consistent. There's got to be a little bit of a mix of it. I think Oliver begins to understand it and know that it's just going to come out over and over. And he loses that ability to build multiple V triggers around. In the front. And yeah, he just gets interrupted. I think the patience from Oliver was so important right there. This time there's a little something, but you know, EX Boom is not a mix-up.
No.
Crushed. Oh, missed setup from Oliver. Again.
That has happened 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah, it's looking like it's just guaranteed at this point. Okay. Combo and he spends it.
All right. See what he gets after this. Oliver Queen has all the resources. Will he pressure? That's a question. I just not sure I expected.
Yeah,
it doesn't come.
He doesn't want to go in. He's unwilling to play that mix-up game, but he's losing out so much potential offense because of it.
It's not like Nash has the greatest mix-ups in the world, but he does have the basic frame trap that everybody else has, and we haven't seen that.
Oh, other side, that should be that.
That's it. Yes.
Just a couple of those side switches. I like that Oliver has not always done the dash under or always done the dash through or anything like that. It's like sometimes he's in the front, sometimes he's not. So there's enough there to establish a mix-up, and NORESPECT got hit by him. But yeah, I really like the pace that Oliver is playing, and I think that it's on NORESPECT to change that. To really suddenly turn things one way or another. Either clam up and play real slow, or start to play some offense.
I really feel like offense has to be a part of it. Sure, in the neutral game, maybe he does need to make changes as well. Whether that's offensive or defensive is up to him. But when it comes to getting a knockdown and then some situation, you have to go in at least some of the time.
Yeah, and you know, there's been a lot of these sweeps and everything. I feel like he's got to hit another button. There's got to be a little bit more variance in the neutral, right? Set up here. Oh, when he looked roundhouse, he was a few frames late. Or early, I guess.
Backing off. Just trying to control some space, and then there's the sweep. So it's not, I don't think that he's looking for scythe into, if the opponent presses a button, I'm going to sweep. It's scythe into sweep.
Yeah, always. It's whip scythe, sweep. It's come so consistently. A little counter poke check.
Very
that
cute.
was very ambiguous. And again, he's brought
Success
out that
rate
option.
100?
Yeah, 100%. And it's like, I like that he's, like I mentioned, so rarely using that. It's like he brings it out like once every couple of games. It's like, all right, well, just a little option that you got to think about. Big jump over.
No anti-air.
And just the sweep again at that range, man. Punish, yeah. He was looking to throw bait, but there was a counter jab. No, man, offense, so it's got to be important.
It has to come at some point. It really does, or else you're just not going to take it. The dash was there again.
Same kind of thing. He just got reset. Got to expect the trigger. Oh, punish.
Oh, very unsafe.
The look. He was hoping there would be throw. Oh, he could have triggered maybe off the medium punch, but
NORESPECT just waiting it out, letting his orange bar go down. Safe from stun now.
The dash up.
That's the grab. Have we seen dash up frame trap?
Not often. No.
Yeah, I don't think it's only come once or twice, and it's been jabs.
And Oliver, tons of resources. Any medium kick trigger or down medium punch trigger is a critical art. So you got
there it is. Yeah, that was NORESPECT. Look, you got some damage from the dash up grabs. That's good, and it's an important part of Nash's game. But it can't be the only thing that you do.
Right.
You wins.
So at this point, we're starting to see separation. All right, this is now 8-4 for Oliver Queen. The first 2 games were taken by NORESPECT, and then after that, it's been, well, 8-2.
Yeah. 8-4 is a tough deficit.
It is.
Yeah, it's a long way to try to bring this back. And there has to be some major adjustments, as we mentioned. You know, it's one of those things where adjusting on the fly is very difficult. You know, I'm sure NORESPECT will look at this later and be like, yeah, there's the things that I can do, right? Or maybe even the advice that he had to himself beforehand will come into play. Man, that walk forward to get the combo was great.
Like it. Oh, what a read! Again, that dash forward. And again, it's an important part of Nash's game. You can't give that up. But if there's not something else in your game plan other than the dashing and the sweeps and the sights, you know, you're just not going to end up taking it.
There needs to be more neutral buttons, yeah. Or even just booms at better ranges.
Right. So the full screen boom is something that a lot of people just call the welcome boom. It lets the opponent do what they want to do. You're busy as Nash during that period of time. The opponent gets to jump forward freely or parry to build V-meter, whatever they want to do. There's nothing really that controls the situation about that boom.
Yeah, even he just gets Tatsu through. Now there's a spot. He's got to watch out. V-reversal is, you know, a threat for him to get out and trigger too. All right, it works this time. He gets meaty if he wants it, but yeah, he missed the meaty. That was one of the few times he tried offense, and he just didn't get real offensive setup. And, you know, Oliver's so close to putting this on 9-4.
We're seeing a lot of head shaking over on the right.
Yeah, he could have been bigger off that, too. Oliver with the chase down. He's got knockdown pressure. Oh, he looked to bait that.
Okay, NORESPECT can still take this. As you said, it's starting to get down to crunch time at this point.
Oh, he's going to go for it.
Will that be enough?
No, definitely not chip, but no punish anyway. Okay, yeah. If there had been double parry there, we'd be talking about a genius, but...
Well, he has done that a couple of times, but
yeah.
when he's done it, there hasn't been that second hit, so he's whiffing a parry. So he just didn't think it was time. Right there, I like that mix-up, at least from NORESPECT. Okay, we're seeing more crouching medium kicks. We didn't see that as much before.
A lot more crowding from Oliver, too. Yeah, oh, that was safe. Oh, missed. Maybe back medium kick, just didn't get that. Now he has offense again. We'll see if he takes it. Just the boom. And that's so light.
It really is, yeah. Whereas Oliver has gotten damage out of his meaty pressure. It really hasn't come from NORESPECT, and I think that's a big part of the difference in games right now. Again, I understand not wanting to pressure somebody with an invincible Dragon Punch, you know? But I mean, it has to come. If you're not going to do it at all, you're going to have a real tough time.
Yeah, but now he's controlling the neutral enough with a big enough lead, and I like the low medium kick. Yeah, you mentioned that was a button he's starting to hit a little bit more.
It's a common button, but we just didn't see him use it earlier in the set.
It was just sweep instead.
Right.
Which is a similar idea, but more unsafe. Medium kick just has a better range.
You know, I like some of the changes in that round, just in terms of boom timing, dashing forward and dashing back, not just into dash grab, but just to move, to move around, to feign a sight.
Round one.
Just to keep Oliver on his toes a little bit. I thought that was a little stronger. 5-8.
Yeah, I like the jump forward from NORESPECT there, actually, over the fireball. You know, Oliver has consistently blocked or parried a few booms and then thrown a counter fireball, and that was where he jumped over.
That's good. So now because of this additional movement, maybe some of that dash into grab will work out better. Wow, Zucchini. Oh, no anti-air. That EX sight was on deck. Oh, what a clever man.
Oh, I was waiting for that Tatsu once again. It would have worked. There was another
You're
boom.
right. It would have.
There's got to be another option after that back throw. Now pressure for Oliver. Oh, good block. Oh, it's out of the air. Got to be careful. Nash on C.
Oh, he did go for super. He thought
chip. Yeah, that would have been canceled. Chip anyway. Unless he parried all of it, but you know, again, same kind of scenario. He didn't go for multiple parries.
And it was at a timing where I don't know if Ryu could have canceled the parry to the second parry quite a time. I think it might have been on the recovery. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think the movement's much better.
It really is. Look at it. First time we've seen back fist in forever.
Yeah, much better button to hit at that range. And I like down fierce there too.
Looks much more comfortable.
Or medium
kick. Yes. We didn't see these earlier in the set.
Little side switch. Ah, the Tatsu again, it worked, even though it was something else, man. That trade is no good for Oliver as he lost his screen space. Combo.
Super? Yes, he does. He's done that consistently. He's been willing to spend super when he has it.
He's going to have a pretty big lead.
Well, will he pressure is the question. Does not.
Definitely not.
Does not.
Oh, we got him, and he doesn't spend resources just yet.
Anti-air was there. Oliver, can he find his way back in?
Oh, he's trying to throw bait.
Okay, this may be the start of things. Doesn't go for the setup meaty.
Oh, the jab would kill. He's got to be so careful.
Time to pressure. Super becoming an issue. No, really?
The jump forward? Yeah, and Oliver just committed to a fireball. I'm surprised that he
was
threw
he
that.
Expecting backdash?
Yeah, gotta be, right?
Yeah, that's
or
all
counter
I can think
poke
of.
even?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know, but in any case, a couple of games in a row there from NORESPECT.
Yeah, starting to see the adjustment. And this is one of those matchups that's very easy to snowball as Nash. You know, as a Ryu player loses this matchup, it's very it's not unlikely that they start to become a little frustrated and maybe start doing a little too much. As we saw, Oliver was quite the wall in the beginning. You got to be careful if you're Oliver, not getting too upset and, you know, starting to give things away to the Nash player. That's one of these matchups that, you know, if you start to get a little impatient, it's going to hurt you a lot.
Just goes for safe setup.
And the throw break is good. Yeah, his defense has been a little better now.
Yeah, look at these buttons. Well, okay, that didn't exactly work out, but at least he gets out of the corner.
Yeah, tons of screen space he gained back.
So now the question is, how does Oliver make the changes that he needs to make? Okay, great. Didn't throw a fireball there. Got the proper anti-air.
Yeah, cancel.
He's tried to press buttons there. I think pretty consistent.
On the sweep again. Yeah, he's got to know that series is coming.
He's had to parry a couple of times in that situation. I just think he doesn't expect it's always going to come, but it always comes. Sweep always comes.
Yeah, you gotta be looking for it by now. Oh, the trade, yeah, good completion off that.
Great movement right there.
Oh, but he gave it up so quick. One setup will do it.
Low,
empty
yes.
low, yeah. Oh, he interrupted. Wow, that was crazy awareness from Oliver Queen to look for it, and he had jab on the ground, even though, you know, it could have been up teleported. Fishing with that roundhouse again. That's a chunky button with all that critical art down there.
I really don't like these. The moonsaults are not doing well for him in the last couple of rounds.
I would hope that he would whiff with them again, right?
Yes.
That was the better way to do it.
But that kind of harkens back to how they played at the beginning of this match. We really didn't see those options come out for the last, I don't know, 5-6 games.
I like the buttons this round from NORESPECT. A couple of low medium kicks instead of just the sweep. Yes, that little check I like much more.
Saves the bar.
The walk down again. Doesn't spend critical art just yet.
Here, maybe? No, he didn't do it there.
Oh,
this is going to be it
anyway.
So 9 now for Oliver Queen. 1 game away from moving on to face today's master, today's champion,
King of the Hill.
The King.
The King.
Take a little
NorCal
break
King.
here. Oh, what's he looking for here?
He just wants to think about it. It's
a little break time. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Of course, this is potentially the final game for him, so you got to make sure that you know exactly what you're going to do. You know, you can't go into this feeling like you're not sure. And maybe it's not going to work out, but you have to go into it feeling like you have the option.
Yeah, you gotta take some time and think about it. It seems like he's good now. Yeah, ready to hop back into it. And I think you're right. You know, the confidence is important because especially when you're down like this, you know you got to win 4 games straight, which is not, you know, something that's impossible, but you really have to be ready for it.
He's won twice in a row, twice. Right, so he won the first and second, and then he won the 13th and 14th.
Yeah, so you know, it's not like he's unlike making these streaks, right? It's just that Oliver has gotten a little bit better of it. Okay.
Yeah, speaking of getting the better of it, look at this right now.
One more for stun. Interrupt, and he's so close. Yep, the overhead. Shouldn't be enough. Oh yeah, especially if you drop.
Yeah. So now a chance for NORESPECT. Okay. Skating around a little bit. Very just patient play by Oliver. Okay, jumped at a range that was safe for him, and then just counter-poked. I really like how he ended up playing that. Patiently walking, jumping at a safe spot. Really not taking any risks. So now match point for Oliver Queen against NORESPECT.
Another whip, the sweep again. Yeah, it's been a little consistent. I like that dash under though.
That was great.
And keeps up the offense. This is a good sign. It's one of the first times he's done it. Missed meaty, and we've seen that a few times when there has been offense.
Gotta be something.
Okay. I'm surprised he didn't land on it.
Yeah, it kind of sucks for him. Lucky for Oliver Queen. Now, Oliver Queen gets the situation. One more for mix-up for the stun for the kill.
Oh, gotta watch it. Yeah, still that stun gauge so high. He's gonna follow in behind the fireball. That auto-correct uppercut could have been in.
Yes. He went in, but it was only a grab and it was teched.
You know, had he done throw bait in a critical art, he could have got it. But, you know, now instead he's...
Oh, too far. Now, Oliver Queen gets the setup. He goes in. He gets... No! Crouching Strong was there.
Oh, he went for it. Wow. Yeah, great jump forward.
Oh, no! Everybody gets up. Getting crazy.
Spaghetti everywhere. I don't know. You know, nerves start to set in. You gotta compose yourself after that. Both players, right?
Well, it's a lucky one for NORESPECT, that's for sure.
Oh man. see the walk down from Oliver. Look how much a gauge he's gotten,
Yeah,
B gauge.
He's really been able to do that well, consistently. From the front.
Yeah, you try to walk under it, look like, but Zombie Nash, so slow. What side? Oh, yeah, all right. Well, you know, he tried to kick the elephant.
That happens.
Look at the, yeah, he's so close to, yeah, he's now got the full V trigger as Ryu.
Oliver Queen has just been able to play this so patiently. And they're pretty even on life. This is not a blow up right now, but oh, there it is. Okay, so harkening back to earlier. He didn't go in again.
You gotta turn that on.
I really, what is it? Once, twice throughout this whole set?
And both times he missed his meeting. Oh, we got him.
One more for Oliver Queen.
Oh, we got him. Yeah,
yes.
that should be it. And he does complete Oliver Queen. The victory 10-6 over NORESPECT.
So he ends up getting it. You know, we did see some back and forth in the way of adaptation there, but ultimately, on NORESPECT's side, there wasn't enough. At the start of it, those 2 games in a row for NORESPECT, he came out real strong. And Oliver Queen, very soon after there, started to adapt. Had 4 in a row. Had another couple situations of 2 in a row, including the final 2. And you know, there were moments in there where it seemed like NORESPECT was starting to get a handle on some of it, but he never went in. There you can see exactly what happened. Oliver Queen defeated NORESPECT. Oliver Queen, putatively from Southern California, for purposes of today. And NORESPECT from Northern California goes to back to NorCal, I guess. And that means that Oliver Queen is going to have EGK Brad coming up in a bit. But before that, we're going to go over to Sajam. He's going to have a word with the players.
Hey, what's up, guys? First, I just want to say super awesome set. It was really good to see. It's a really interesting matchup that we don't often get to see in long sets anymore. So it was really cool to see you guys play. But you ended up getting the victory. You know, you got the W. Was there anything in your game plan you feel like you had to change, right? Because at the start of the set, he beat you the first 2 games. And then you sort of had a little run since then. You know, what was the adjustment you made after the first 2 games? And what was your overall game plan?
In the beginning, I think I was kind of like just seeing the way he played, because I don't think I did too well. And he kind of threw me off when he kept dashing in. Like, I tried to react, but some of them I couldn't react to the dashing, and it threw me off after that. And I just reminded myself to keep playing the way I played. So that's what I ended up doing.
Okay, so you know, one of the things you mentioned before the set is that you wanted to play patient. That was one thing you were looking to do. And, you know, do you feel like you stuck to that game plan? And if not, you know, is there things that you wish you had adjusted to instead? How do you feel the set went?
In the beginning, I thought I did well. But as the set started getting, you know, I started doing unsafe moves, and I started, you know, going in. He started capitalizing on it, so mistakes.
Yeah, was there anything he did that was unexpected to you? You know, you guys have played a few times. One of the things I noticed is that you really were getting out of there with V-reversals a lot. And it didn't seem like he really had a read on that at the beginning. But was there anything that you started to make a comeback at the end? Was there an adjustment you made, or was it just you feel like you got in your groove?
I kind of got in my groove. I stopped using the sweep because I know that's really unsafe, but usually works. But in this case, he's the winner today. Congrats.
Yeah, congrats indeed. It was, you know, a close set, and I feel like, yeah, the sweep was definitely working in a lot of the situations, especially there was the cool movement you would do where you would bait the parry with the moonsault and then punish after. I thought that was really interesting. One thing that you did do a lot was parry, and I feel like you don't see other Ryu players really nearly parry as much as you did in the matchup. Is that something specifically that you like to do? Have you seen other people do it, or is it something you just feel comfortable with?
It's something I feel comfortable with. I was parrying a lot of his sonic booms. So I was like, well, I know we're going to play this game for a while. And then I like to parry in between block strings every now and then. Some of them weren't good reads, but some of them did work out, so.
And so, you know, before we talked about this, one of the cool things about this is that you guys got to play your first of 10. You got the victory. Now you're going to be playing up against K-Brad. So is there anything you feel like, you know, heading into this match versus K-Brad that you specifically trained for, or is it just you want to go in there and play and see how you do?
Yeah, I just played against Cammy, practicing against her. I like the matchup against Cammy a little more. At least I don't have to, like, chase her down as much. I let her come to me.
Yeah, it's a lot of chasing as Ryu in that matchup. So, you know, you did go down. It was a pretty close set. 10-6 is definitely doable. Is there anything you wanted to say as, you know, maybe give a shout-out to anybody or any final thoughts on the matchup?
Shout-outs to Panoptic, Taunt. Thank you for working out with me. Other than that, you'll see me next year continuing on. It's my, you know, I'm new to the scene, so can't wait.
Awesome. So, really great showing. We're going to come back with K-Brad versus Oliver Queen in just a bit. We'll see you guys then.
Full plate and go.
Good shit, guys.